Today, we're going to talk about how to create a budget. If you're the individual that is having a hard time trying to figure out where to start, well, this is the video for you. So, with that being said, let's tap in, let's get into it. Before we get into the video, I want to announce a giveaway. Listen, I want to help you on your journey, so I will be giving away one of these options to a blessed winner. You can choose a 1 hour coaching call on real estate, or you can choose a 1 hour coaching call on how to grow your monthly income. You can also choose a month to attend 2 of my classes that are held monthly on real estate. First winner will be announced once we've reached 100 subs. All you have to do to enter is subscribe and leave a comment below. I look forward to announcing the winner on our giveaway live, so stay tuned. Now, on to the video. I'm going to make this budget planning process today extremely simple because I know budgets can get very detailed for some, but all we want to do today is establish a foundation. And then once we establish that foundation, you can go and build from there. First things first, you don't want to operate from a mental budget, especially if you're struggling. You want to make sure that your budget is written down somewhere. Where you write it down, it doesn't matter whether that's in a note in your phone or whether you have it handwritten somewhere. You're going to need a handwritten budget or a budget in your phone so that you can always reference. Because I'm telling you, there are going to be things that try to come against your budget, and you're going to need to be able to reference it and always ask yourself the question, is this in my budget? Because if you don't have that frame of reference or reference point written down, you're going to go outside of your budget every single time. The other reason why I want you to have a handwritten budget is because it will be the thing that allows you to build for your financial future. It allows you to keep your finances in check, and it allows you to lock in on an established plan so that you can have something to build upon. And a lot of people don't have anything to build upon. That's why things keep falling in their life. This is why budgeting is important, and this is why you should have a handwritten budget. Now, before we get into the things that should be inside of your budget, we want to take a quick pause and ask you guys to do us a favor. If you don't mind, if you guys, would you like, would you begin to share, would you subscribe or follow? And if you don't mind, please hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted every single time we drop a new video. We appreciate you guys' engagement in advance. And now let's talk about some of the things that you need to add to your budget. The first thing you want to add to your budget is your income. We want to start with what we make every single month. And the income that we want to start with is the net income, the income that you bring home. That should be at the top of your list. And the reason why I want to start with the income is because it's important that you build your budget around what you make versus what you have to pay. A lot of people don't formulate their budgets around their income that they have. They formulate it based on what they have to pay, and that's how they get further and further behind. And I'm going to explain a little bit more of that once we get to the expense side. So I want you to write down your net income, and then we can go from there. Now, let's go ahead and let's write down our expenses. As we're writing down our expenses, what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to begin to think about the priority of your expenses. And I want you to begin to place those in priority from top to bottom. Okay. So as you're writing your expenses down and you know which ones that need to get paid first, start that at the top and work your way all the way down to the bottom. So I want to give you real quick some examples. I want to give you a example rather of a list that you can possibly use. Number one, pay yourself first. Nobody will take care of you but you. Next would be your house or your apartment, the place where you live. Next would be your utilities. Next would be your car payments. Next would be your phone payments. Then your food, then gas to get around for your car, then childcare, then clothes, and then we can get to your debt, your credit card, or student loans. And then as you have more money left over, you can put it to the side for emergencies, entertainment, and vacations. Once you've listed all of your expenses, this is the next thing that I would like for you to do. I would like for you to get the amounts that you spend in each one of those categories and write it down next to each one of those expenses. Then I want you to take your net income and then begin to move down your expense list and subtract each amount until you get to zero. If you make it all the way down to the bottom of your list before you hit zero, that's excellent. If you don't make it all the way down to the bottom of your list, what I would like for you to do is put a line right there because then you can identify a few things. The first thing you can identify is if you may need to get a brand new job that will have a higher pay for you, or you may need to start a new side passion that will introduce a new stream of income to your house so that you can finish your list. That's one thing you might identify. The other thing that you might identify is that you may be spending too much money in a certain category, and you may be able to pull money out of that category so that you can get further down your list. Let me give you an example. In the section of food, somebody may be going out too much. Somebody may be going to restaurants 2 or 3 times a week where they could buy groceries and cook at home and save some of that money. And if that is you, if you pull that money out from that category, you'll be able to go further down your list. But watch this, you wouldn't be able to do that if you never wrote it down to begin with. You will never know how you can get better and how you can identify things until you write it down. And so, this is what doing a budget does. It allows you to look at your financial landscape and see ways that you can improve so that you can secure your financial future. You won't be able to know how to do that until you know everywhere your money is going. And sad to say, a lot of people don't know where their money goes. That's why they feel like they're on the rocky foundation where their finances are concerned. And that's why we want to help you with that today by giving you this list so that you can identify every single place where your money is going. Before we finish up, I know I need to say this. What's the point of you doing all of this and you not sticking to it? So, what I would like for you to do today is make a decision to say, you know what, once I create my budget, I'm going to stick to it. I'm not going to deviate from it. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to adjust it. I'm going to stick with my budget. And let me tell you the benefit of doing that. When you make a decision to stick with a budget that has a plan to get you to a better place, when you make that decision and you stick to it, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what other situation or circumstances come up, you'll feel better for it down the line than you submitting or submitting to an instant gratification. You get to the store and you're like, man, I really want to do this. But you ask yourself the question, does this fit in my budget? If the answer is no, then you need to go ahead and put it back. Don't allow instant gratification to get you off course of the decision that you made, because it will do you no good to do all of this work and then turn around and nullify it all by saying, you know what, I'm going to go against my budget. Make a decision today that you're going to stick with your budget until things get better, and then you can make adjustments and go from there. Remember, y'all, until you know where every bit of your money is going, it's going to be hard to build for your financial future. If you don't identify where all your money is going, you won't be able to plan and build from there. And that's what we wanted to do today in this video. So let us know what you think about what we discussed today down in the comments. We'd appreciate it in advance. Let's start a conversation so that we can help people build better financial lives. All right. I also know that the information that we went over today was pretty basic. And if you would like a more detailed and a more advanced budgeting style, All you have to do is check the links in the comments and check the links in the description for the coaching call, how to increase your monthly income or how to make $10,000 monthly. If you sign up for that call, we'll be better able to go over a detailed plan for you as an individual so that you can begin to make more than $10,000 and identify specific things in your budget so that you can get to the place where you need to be. All right. So that you can secure your financial future. All right. So if that's you, sign up for the coaching calls. Let's get down in the comment section and let's talk about the things that we discussed today. We appreciate you guys so much for checking out this video today, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Peace.